Okay, 71 again, please. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Work with the kids from 6th grade on, and it kind of becomes a musical family all the way through high school, and I think that really helps us out. They don't change directors from the time they start 6th grade through high school.
The band program's been here at the high school for around 25 years, and in that time they say they've built a lot of support from the school and the community.
The Marching Spoofhounds.
Wait, the Spoofhounds?
Spoofhounds.
Tell me, what is a spoofhound?
Well, we've searched long and hard and once again come up with one of those team nicknames that only one school in the country would dare use. If you played for the teams at Maryville High in Missouri, you'd be called a spoofhound. That's right, a spoofhound. So the name dates back to the 1920s. A spoofhound apparently was some kind of a plaster carnival prize. And after one game, the football coach walked in the locker room and told his players that they played like a bunch of spoofhounds. Get the feeling they lost that football game. But the name stuck all these years because the folks in Maryville say it conveys a spirit of good-natured fun and competition. And in that same spirit, we'll induct them into our high school team nickname Hall of Fame.
And on the way home this weekend, they'll stop in Chicago for the Ronald McDonald Children's Charities Christmas Parade, something they say will make this trip double the excitement.
And we've got another wonderful band coming down our parade route right now. Barb, who is it?
Oh, it's the Maryville, Missouri High School Band, marching to their home beat. The Marching Spoofhounds.
Wait, the Spoofhounds?
Spoofhounds. They're under the direction of Mr. Lee Schneider and are one of the bands screened and selected by Bowl Games of America, a division of Heritage Festivals, and the organizers of our band program. Along with sponsoring the Spoofhounds today, True Value Hardware Stores also support the Boys and Girls Club of Chicago.
They're marching proud. I've never heard Spoofhounds march down the street.
A lot of them in there. You know how much practice it takes to do this?
That's precision. It takes a lot of practice. And a lot of practice for everything we do well.
That's right.
Right, John?
That's right.
So a young man today who's supposed to be going to be an actor. I think you got to bear down just like wanting to be a doctor.
That's right. Played in a marching band. He was a drummer.
Your involvement and the involvement of previous Maryville bands has prompted a response from former citizens of Maryville. They've written that your achievement as a marching band has stirred their pride and has reminded them of the community involvement they had from long ago. The Missouri Senate has issued a proclamation honoring you for your achievements. Other prominent figures have done likewise. Your appearance on national TV has stirred Maryville as nothing has done since sending their sons off to war. A politician has said, a little bit with tongue-in-cheek, that you, the Maryville Marching Spoofhound Band, has done more to put Maryville on the map than all the politicians from Maryville put together. Mr. Schneider and Mrs. Schneider and Dennis Dow and the Maryville Spoofhounds, you have not just represented yourselves, but you have represented the town of Maryville. And more than that, you have taken the citizens of Maryville and made us better citizens.
Years of hard work, hundreds of hours of practice and planning. A town of less than 10,000, pulling together to raise money and support for the Maryville Spoofhounds, giving them the chance to take advantage of a dream come true. Approximately 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time, these dedicated musicians passed in front of Macy's in New York, still practicing, anticipating, and waiting for the moment they've prepared for so long.
From NBC News, this is Today with Bryant Gumbel, Deborah Norval, and Joe Garagiola.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. It is a beautiful Thanksgiving Day in New York. We hope it is where you are as well.
The Spoofhounds from Maryville, Missouri and Macy's Day Parade. We'll take a station break.
And we will be heading uptown where the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is forming to check out the marching band from Maryville, Missouri.
The The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is an American institution, and to take part in it is a privilege and a dream come true, especially for the Maryville Marching Spoofhounds in Maryville, Missouri. And in Maryville, Missouri, well, it's known for two things. It's the hometown of Suzette Knittel, our NBC News Bureau chief in Frankfurt, Germany, and it's also the home of the Marching Spoofhounds. And the people of Maryville worked very hard to get their spoofhounds from New York City for this parade, I'll tell you that.
Dear Mr. Capra, I love a parade. But until our local high school band was selected to participate in the Macy's parade, I, like other NBC viewers, saw only the parade. Now, after an almost year-long campaign to get the Maryville Marching Spoofhounds to New York, I realize there's much more to this story than what everyone will see on NBC Thanksgiving morning. There are the years of hard work and excellence that merited this invitation to a high school of fewer than 500 students. 25% of the student body proudly belongs to the band. There are hundreds of hours of practice, performance, and planning at all hours of the day and night. There is the cooperation of an entire community that has supported the fundraising efforts of a dedicated force by parents and players. With a population of only 9,558, it took $6.50 for virtually every man, woman, and child in town to achieve our goal. After all the pizza and bake sales, magazine and newspaper drives, Christmas wreaths and car washes, merchant promotions, and out-of-pocket donations, there is the pride. A 28-year veteran band director and his younger counterpart taken leading in an award-winning band to the Big Apple. In short, when the Spoofhounds marched in New York City on Thanksgiving Day 1990, an entire community marches with them, from the courthouse to the cornfields. According to her mom, Suzette Knittel has always said, people from the Midwest know how to do things. We couldn't agree more.
You have to admit, that's a pretty neat letter to send. And now that Maryville Marching Spoofhound Band, they're here in New York City, let's introduce you to a couple of them. The drum major is Susan Bruning and piccolo player Julie Brown. How long have you been practicing for the parade?
Oh, months. Probably since about last year. About August.
What's the most exciting thing for both of you about being in a parade?
It's organized. It's the most organized parade, and it's just huge, and there's people so excited down here, and it's just great.
When you were told that you were going to be in a Macy's Day Parade, what kind of a reaction was it for you?
It was amazing. I didn't know what to say. It was just something that you dream about with a town of about 10,000 people.
Now you're on a Today Show, and you're going to be in a parade. You're going to go out and get an agent?
I don't know about that.
Tell me, what is a spoof hound?
Well, a football coach many years ago, the football team was doing rather poorly, and so he called them a bunch of lazy spoof hounds, and the name sort of just caught on, and so it's been our mascot ever since.
We still don't know what a spoof hound is. It's just what the coach made up?
A lazy dog.
A lazy dog?
Yes.
And that's what he called his football players, but he called them spoof hounds instead, huh?
Yep.
Does your band director ever use that spoof hound on you, or you take it as a tribute now, don't you?
Yeah, we use it quite proudly.
Good. What do you be playing when you go by Herald Square today?
Go ahead. We're planning on doing Do Re Mi and Deck the Halls.
And how long will you be able to stay in New York? Will you have a sightseeing trip or anything else?
We've been here for 2 days, and we're leaving tomorrow night.
New York City's a whole lot like Maryville, Missouri, isn't it?
No, not even close.
Oh, really? Well, I tell you what, I'm from St. Louis, so I'm proud of Missouri, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Really enjoy yourself, okay?
Thank you.
All right. And the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, that'll be just minutes away, and it'll be co-hosted by our very own Deborah Norville and Willard Scott.
Here now is the man who not only orders up the weather, but orders up the fun. Our host, Willard Scott.
incredible, fantastic, and que pasa dudes. Making her second appearance as parade co-host is my favorite TV morning star, Deborah Norville. Welcome, Debbie.
Good morning, Willard, and happy Thanksgiving. What a terrific day it is for a parade. I'm ready. Are you?
I'm all set. And so let's take it right now to Mark Schoenberg, right up at the starting line. Ready, Mark?
5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
Let's have a parade!
Live from New York City, the National Broadcasting Company presents its 39th telecast of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You'll see the best of Broadway, the biggest balloons, bands from across America, and fantasy floats galore.
Seem like a dream come true, this parade. It's got all your favorite storybook characters, all the cartoon friends that you've loved for years come to life on the streets of New York. But today, it's not fantasy, it's the real thing.
And what a day this is going to be. The weatherman takes full credit for this one. I mean, anybody who doesn't love a parade, boy, do we have a real treat for you, the greatest parade that you've ever seen in your life.
We do indeed. That are part of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade are just some of the more than 300 bands who've applied to be here. So you're really, when these bands come down, you're looking at some of the top high school marching band talent and college talent in the country.
If you folks watching on television right now could read the lead banner, but what it says is a holiday treat for children everywhere, and this really is. Hey, they're from Maryville High School in Missouri, and they're known back home as the Marching Spoofhounds. Drum Major Susan Brewing will tell you why. Susan Brewing.
An early football coach's smart remarks stuck, and so our mascot is the Spoofhound. Our directors are Lee Snyder and Dennis Dow. We hope you enjoy our show.